Welcome to Beacon of Truth Tarot. My name is Laurel. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anybody who has Capricorn strongly in their chart. If you're interested in entering a drawing to win a free personal reading from me, just be subscribed to my channel and leave a comment below. You can enter the drawing up to 12 times by commenting on all 12 videos in the series. Okay, today I'm using The Wild Unknown Tarot by Krans, in case you're interested in the deck. So what do we have today for Capricorn? Okay, Capricorn. Starting out, you have the Five of Swords in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. Starting out, you've got the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Five of Swords in reverse. So there's something you're unable to make happen, and it has to do with bringing together two things that were split. And the reason why is because in your environment, you have a Seven of Swords in reverse. So somebody did something skeezy. There was some sort of fraud. I don't think they're doing it anymore because this Seven of Swords is in reverse. Either they're not doing it anymore. It's what it feels like. It feels most like this was in the past and you are unable to move forward. You can't bring it together because there was something instrumentally wrong with something in there. That's exactly what it feels like. Because the Ace of Wands is your power in this world and it's in reverse. I think you're trying to bring together, you're trying to reconcile two things in this Five of Swords in reverse. Upright, the Five of Swords is cutting something away. And when it's in reverse in this deck, it's trying to mend that. And you're being unsuccessful at it. And the reason is because there was something skeezy about it that I think you're probably not in the know about. Okay, in your world, you've got the Father of Cups. And Judgment. Okay, this looks like somebody got in trouble for their bad behavior. Somebody got caught. That's what it looks like. Maybe you got caught because these are in your positions, but it feels that was a secondary realization on my part. The intuitional message was that somebody else got caught. And Judgment being in your position of control means you're able now to move on from it. Father of Cups, this can be Scorpio, but it can just be a lover, whether it's a spouse or, just a boyfriend, girlfriend. But in this deck, the Father of Cups is a black swan and he always feels shady. So interesting because these are in your positions, but I'm going to go with that initial instinct that I had, that somebody got caught because Judgment is bringing it to judgment. So I think somebody got caught. I still don't know exactly what it's about, but you're unable to bring it together because they're not around anymore or something. I also feel like you are hoping that this solves the problem. In your immediate environment, you've got the Fool in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse. Yep. I think they got caught. There was some kind of skeezy behavior here in the Seven of Swords. In their current position, they've got the Hierophant. That's the institutions around us. It can be government. It can be jail. It can be... It feels like jail, which has stopped them in their tracks. The Fool in reverse, upright, this is a new start. They're not able to get a new start because I think they got caught. Judgment and the Hierophant in reverse, like this feels like they got caught. This part of the reading, as I'm going down, talks about the setup. So this has already happened. So you'll know if this reading is for you or not. Okay, what you've done with this. The Four of Wands, the Empress, and the Seven of Cups. Well, whatever happened to them has been very beneficial to you. Your current position is the Seven of Cups. This is the Choices card. Not being tied to them anymore is bringing you some options. That's your current position. And it's coming out of what you want and your confidence position. So what you know deep down inside. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, this Four of Wands is falling in your will and desire. It's what you're going after. And this is our basic stability. It's understanding what actually happened so that we can move on. When we're being gaslit or something, it's like we don't have a solid foundation. I don't even think this is gaslighting what happened to you. I think somebody actually stole from you or did something very underhanded. What you want is your stability back. In your confidence position, so almost who you are, like this is a deep down knowing, like you have all potential. You're the Empress. Deep down inside, you can manifest for yourself. I feel like whatever this person was doing, it stopped you from being able to manifest. And now that they've been caught, you're going for a basic stability because you have faith in yourself that you can make your world happen. This, whatever's happened, has brought you choices. Options. Many options. In your greater environment, you have the Mother of Cups. Justice in reverse. Wow. Bam. Okay, this one wants to come out too, and we're going here. The Moon in reverse. Now it's interesting because in the position of who you are in the world is the Father of Cups, and in the greater environment is the Mother of Cups. So I may have been incorrect on this because this falls in a position that is clearly not you, and the Father of Cups is falling in the position of who you are in the world. So I think that this is probably a spouse or somebody who did... I'll get back to this. That's interesting. This may have put you into, not witness protection program, but it feels like that. Like you have had to be very under the radar in handling this. Oh, that's interesting. You actually, because you have this Father of Cups in the position of who you are, which he's in the shadows. He's a black swan. You may have done something like whistleblowing, or it feels just, reporting them. Because I think that this is a person, probably an ex-lover, maybe a current lover. But you did something to bring this to judgment. And now you did it without their knowledge, without making a big loud scene about it. Oh, interesting. So now, in the greater environment, you've got the Mother of Cups with the Moon in reverse. This is the spouse of the Father of Cups, so your ex-husband, lover, wife. Clarifying that is the Moon in reverse. The Moon is things unseen and secrets. And in reverse, what was unseen is now being seen. And it's clarifying that ex-lover or that lover. And it's coming out with Justice in reverse. So they think this is terribly unfair, very unjust. I feel like they're pissed off about it. Either way, these secrets being revealed, this being seen, what was unseen, has knocked them off balance. They have Justice in reverse. And interestingly, in your position of control, you have Judgment upright. Justice is a smaller balancing and Judgment is a greater balancing. So, and you have Judgment upright and they have Justice in reverse. So what the reading is saying is that you are absolutely in the right. They have a misconception of what is fair. Okay, your new perspective. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. And the Ten of Swords. Yep. This is over. Like, The Five of Pentacles, when it's upright, this is being left out in the cold. And in reverse, it's like that's ending. You're coming out of a time when you were at rock bottom, at the worst. It's over. This harm to you is over. You've called it out. You're not looking back. You're ready to move on because you've got the Ten of Swords. So whatever it was that you did here to end this, it may have betrayed them, but as far as I can feel, it was their just desserts. They had it coming because they were the Seven of Swords. Skeezy behavior, fraud, thievery. So your new perspective is like, okay, wash my hands of it. Good. Done. Moving on. That's your new perspective. Spark of change. The Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. So the Six of Cups, when it's in reverse, this was a karmic connection. And the fact that it's showing up in your spark of change, I want to tell you that before you move on completely, wipe your hands of this, you need to integrate the karma of it, the lesson from it. Because upright, this is soul connections, karmic connections, past lives, Akashic records, all of that kind of stuff. And in reverse, it's definitely karmic. So you are done. That's your new perspective. But this falling on top of the Empress, there is something here that if you don't want to repeat this, you need to settle the karma about it. I can't tell you right now exactly how to do that. Hopefully that'll come out like in the best course of action and stuff. It also feels like this Empress is a potential to get away from this karma. I could say the spark of change is that you're done with this, but the fact that this is showing up, I really, really feel like you need to be sure to integrate, that's the word, integrate the lesson of what happened here so that you don't repeat it, so that you're able to move on from the karma. Integrate what's happened here. Your best course of action. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. When I laid this out, I just got a weird ache in my jaw. Possibly you've been physically abused by this person or harmed. Hit. It's not in my throat, so I don't think it talks about saying something. It talks about the physical harm. That is so interesting. I think you've possibly, if you've been in a relationship with somebody who has physically hurt you, I think that that's what you need to look at, integrate, realize what happened. Look, the Nine of Swords, this is the nightmare card, staying up all night, worrying. Oh, release the worry. Okay, so I think this feels like one of those situations where somebody was harming you and you had to get away from them quietly, Father of Cups, with judgment. So blow the whistle on them, call the authorities on them, but not where they would know it. Like it feels not as drastic as Sleeping with the Enemy, that movie. But it's like that. Like she had to set up a whole situation so she could get away from her incredibly controlling, abusive husband. And she faked her death. It feels almost like that. Maybe not quite so drastic. There is a lingering concern, worry, and paranoia that you have because of this, and your best course of action is to let go of that worry. Let go of that fear. I mean, the Nine of Swords is staying up late, figuring it out, being overly worried about something, and your best course of action is to don't do that. I think that by doing that, you kind of keep the ties to that. Darn, Sagittarius. I do think that this person is probably dangerous, but it looks like they've already, like they're being dealt with or something. Your best course of action is do not continually spin on this because the Nine of Swords is in reverse. If you want to leave that in the past, leave it in the past. Easier said than done. And that feels like I have to be careful with that particular advice because I don't want you to put yourself in danger. So there is some degree of alertness that you need because this person is probably dangerous, but not to the extent that it's freaking you out and consuming you. What you're going to struggle with. Father of Swords. Now that would be holding your ground. Okay. These two in combination tell me that you're second-guessing your choices. You're second-guessing the decision you made. Like if you reported them, it looks like you're second-guessing yourself. And it may have to do with the fact that they're screaming, "This is unfair, I didn't really do it." I want to say don't romanticize the past. You did what you did because you felt in danger or like you needed to. But what you're going to struggle with is the Father of Swords is an energy of holding. Father of Swords is, fathers are fixed energy, so to me this would be Aquarius, but I don't think it represents Aquarius. It's just, it's fixed energy. It's made its decision and it's going to hold it together with integrity. And that's what you're going to struggle with. I think you're going to second guess yourself. It could also be that you're, don't change your testimony now. What needs to fall away? The Seven of Pentacles. Now that's interesting. Okay, this one too. High Priestess in reverse. There's something in this energy about you having a game plan that you're not comfortable with. Like, the only way I can explain this is that years ago, something happened. I had to fight it in court. I had to file a lawsuit. And there weren't very many lawyers who were dealing with exactly what I needed. Had to do with a wrongful foreclosure. And I finally found someone who would take my case. I had an inkling when I was talking with that guy that something's not right, and I brushed that aside because I really needed somebody to take my case. It all ended up going to hell in a handbasket. It was a bad situation, and I knew it from the get-go, and I disregarded that little inkling, and I hired the guy anyway. I went with this game plan anyways. So there's something about that that needs to fall away. Something about the game plan you have right now is going against your greater intuition and that little inkling and that little voice inside that's saying, and you need to listen to that. This situation of not listening to that little voice needs to fall away. Okay, the direction you need to head, Capricorn. Daughter of Wands in reverse. Okay. This tells me that, it has something to do with, like, if you're being called to testify, put yourself out in the open, expose yourself. You may not want to do that. So if somebody's giving you a game plan where, great, you just have to testify, blah, 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 blah. Your best course of action, your direction you need to head is don't take that action. The Daughter of Wands, this is an initiating action energy. The daughters are a little naive. They can be taken advantage of. In reverse, the direction you need to head, I think, is don't expose yourself. It just feels like don't expose yourself. Don't do something that's going to put you in harm's way. Don't expose yourself. I don't think you should take that action. I don't think you should. It feels like don't expose yourself, Capricorn. I can't say it anything better than that, but the direction you head, don't do this thing, this action. And I think it's an action that's part of this game plan that needs to fall away. That you know, at a gut level, is not good, is not right. There's something wrong. What you're not seeing. Mother of Wands. Now that's you. Oh my God. Why do I keep thinking that you are Sagittarius? That is so interesting. If I've called you Sagittarius, I'm sorry. Okay. This is Sagittarius. This is also a mother vehemently protecting her young. I want to say this is also all the eggs in one basket. Nope, it feels more like what you're not seeing is you're not getting those eggs. You're going to have to just take this for what it is, because I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting. What you're not seeing is that these eggs are all protected. I don't think that you're going to be able to get a hold of one of those eggs. So whatever conclusion or gain you're trying to get from this, they're well protected. I don't think you're going to be able to get them. What's going to be illuminated? Ace of Pentacles. Nice. Now that is a new seed point of something on the earth plane. It's like a new lifetime beginning. But it also is starting fresh. It's not the same as the Fool, but it's very similar. What's going to be illuminated is something... I don't want to say that. What's going to be illuminated is a new seed point for a new life for you. Okay. The bigger picture. Daughter of Pentacles. Okay, the Daughter of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles are very similar energies. But the difference is that the Daughter of Pentacles is actually a person. And I think it's you. Might be a child, but I think it's you. Moving on into a new path. Something that you're new at. Something that's different for you. A new type of life. That's the bigger picture. This Ace of Pentacles being in what's going to be illuminated is that when you go through this, you're going to... Some new seed point is going to emerge and be shown to you. And the bigger picture is that you need to take that. Take that offer, something like that. Okay, and the likely outcome. Son of Cups. 5 of Wands in reverse. 10 of Pentacles. And under the deck, we've got the 5 of Cups. Okay, so there is a regret and a disappointment running throughout this spread. This is disappointment and regret. It's also feeling guilty. And I want to say be careful of letting that get the better of you. I think what has happened here is regrettable, but I don't think it's your fault, Capricorn. In your likely outcome, you have the Son of Cups. Okay, this doesn't feel attached to that. So let's talk about these. The Son of Cups is a reiteration of Father of Cups kind of energy. So I think that that's you. This is somebody who is moving through the world, offering his cup of love, being loving, dropping the fight. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so whatever plan this is here that needs to fall away, that you just are not comfortable with, if you move instead towards a new seed point of a new life, doing something completely different, starting something else, you're going to step into a position of love where you're no longer willing to fight. Like, I think that there's a likelihood with this Mother of Wands in reverse here that you're not going to be able to win this anyways. Like, they're too well protected. Something. And by just moving into something new, you give up the fight, and that is, you get to be a white swan, right? There's the black swan, the father, and you become open and loving, by dropping this fight, and that is going to bring you a 10 of Pentacles. Like this Ace of Pentacles, that's super interesting. The 10 of Pentacles in this deck has 9 pentacles. Do you see? It's a 3x3 square. The 10th one is way inside there. It's a new seed point of pentacles that will grow. So your likely outcome is that this Ace of Pentacles is way inside there. It's just a seed point right now, but this that's going to be illuminated, somehow you're going to see this offer or whatever it is, accept that, take that, run with it, because it is going to grow into a 10 of Pentacles. Oh, that's so beautiful. And you know what? If anyone can grow it, the Empress can. She's the fertile fields. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry for whatever you went through here, Capricorn. This is a sticky, a slightly dangerous situation. But you are going to emerge out of this victorious, but you need to drop the fight. That's what I have for you today, Capricorn. I hope that it's helped. And until I see you again, namaste.